Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blog, so let's get to it. Okay, you guys, before we get to the gossip, let's talk about what's happening in the news. I guess I'm gonna get this whole Shaun King thing out of the way. I don't really know much about the story, you guys. I haven't kept up with it. From what I understand, Shaun King is an activist for the whole Black Lives Matter movement, and he is one of the people that evidently is heading the cause. I don't know how this all came about. Like I said, I just woke up one morning and it was all over Twitter. But evidently, Shaun King is, for all intents and purposes, what we've known as a light-skinned black man all of his life. And he has been very active in the movement, like I said. He has done many things for the community. He is at the forefront. He's also a very deeply religious man. He's a pastor. He was a lead pastor somewhere at a church out here in Atlanta. He is a graduate of Morehouse University. And so far, all these things had pointed to him being a black person who is fighting for the cause. For whatever reason, like I said, I don't know how it came about. His birth certificate came into play, and we found out that his mother, who is white, and the man that is listed as his father on his birth certificate is also white. And so there was all this uproar about the fact that he is indeed Caucasian and that he's passing for black and, you know, trying to further his own agenda by tagging on to the Black Lives Matter movement. I don't know if it's because that whole Rachel Dolezal, or whatever, however you say her name, I don't know if it's because that whole thing just wore me out, but I just wasn't interested in this story. There's so many things about race now that it's just kind of almost made me feel makes me feel indifferent to a lot of things. So I still didn't really have the energy to really try to research this. I know that Shaun did come out with a statement saying that he's always known his whole entire life that the man that is on his birth certificate is not his real biological father, that his mother, when she had him, was involved in an affair, and that the guy who truly is his father is a light-skinned black man. Okay, now I don't know, mama was getting her swerve on. Okay, what the hell was going on in her life? These things happen. A lot of times men will step up and claim the child as their own, even though they know that that child is not theirs. I guess the only real way we'll be able to tell is if a DNA test is taken. When I look at him, he looks like a light-skinned black guy. I mean, he honestly, truly looks like a light-skinned black guy. I guess there's never really any real way to tell, I said, unless they can locate who the true dad might be and then take a DNA test. But yeah, I'm just... whatever. And I know that's just like a 180 from how I was with the Rachel Dolezal. I just kind of feel like that situation is different because, you know, she all of a sudden became black in her adulthood, where this boy has always lived his life as a black person. So I don't know. He says the family got a whole bunch of secrets, and, you know, it's a lot of shit that's going down in the family, and child. I'll tell you, I ain't got a fuck to give for this one. If he is indeed lying, all my black folks out there, y'all get him. If he's not lying, then let's move on to some other subjects that require our attention. That's kind of my opinion on that. Y'all let me know what you think about the Shaun King thing. Do you guys believe that he is indeed a light-skinned black guy of mixed heritage? Or do you think he's lying? You know, y'all leave all that in the comments section below. And you guys, on a lighter note, I want to know how many of you guys is voting for Deez Nuts for president. Yes, you guys, Deez Nuts has entered the race as an independent. And when the residents of North Carolina were polled to see who they would put their support behind, when we put Trump, Clinton up there, okay, yeah, we found out that Deez Nuts was also one of the damn candidates. You guys, the shit is hilarious to me when you watch a little video going around on Instagram, you know, and there's a guy on Channel 7 at ABC News in LA, I think it is, who just was just like, Deez Nuts have entered the race. I think it's really funny that, they even gave the person the time of day. This presidential race has really turned into a big joke, okay, between Trump. I don't even really know what the angle is with the Democrats. Like, you don't really hear much about what they're trying to do. Everything on the news is all Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. When I look at the news every day, I'm just flabbergasted at how far he has come. But Deez Nuts really does kind of put the whole entire presidential race into perspective, right? After some research, we found out that Deez Nuts actually is a 15-year-old boy by the name of Brady Olson. He is the son of a farmer and a dental assistant out in Iowa, and evidently old Brady decided that it was time for, somebody of some real stature and somebody who was going to fight for the people, prove that, America is the great country that it once used to be, okay? Deez Nuts is gonna fight for y'all. Right now, it's just, he's just part of the whole polling process. Obviously, you can't have a 15-year-old boy running for president and, winning and running the country. So it'll fizzle out eventually. But yeah, that shit was hilarious to me. You guys, Deez Nuts for president. Child, I want somebody to explain to me what the fuck is wrong with your boy Jared Fogle. Guys, for the life of me, I just sat down and ran this story through my mind quite a few times this week, and I can't make no fucking sense out of it. Okay, here is a man worth somewhere around $15 million, was the spokesperson for Subway. He was championed and honored for losing over 200 pounds just eating turkey and veggie Subway sandwiches while he was in college. Everyone was so impressed by that Subway gave him this deal, this endorsement deal. He's going around, he's speaking it all over the country. He starts this foundation that concentrates on telling children the benefits of eating healthy and being active and all of this. Brother man got shit made. And we find out earlier this year that the director of his foundation was being suspected of child pornography and being involved with children. He was a sexual predator on kids. And we also found out that there was some suspicion that Jared Fogle was also involved. Okay, I was hoping back then, we talked about it in top of the blogs, that there was some sort of mix-up. Maybe his director had worked on his computer a couple of nights when nobody was around. He logged on to whatever porn sites that he goes on for these kids. And, that was how Jared got mixed up in it. But no, that ain't how it went. That is not how it went. You want to know what the fuck Jared is doing? Jared is going on bookings, flying to different states, speaking about, the healthy food and the being active. He's doing all of that. But then while the nigga is out there, he is also booking up and fucking 14 and 16-year-old girls, you guys. Not only that, but he's asking the 14 and 16-year-old girls that he's fucking to bring him more. And the younger, the better. So if you can bring them on in here, I'll give you guys some money. We'll get our groove on. It's all good. What the fuck is wrong with Jared Fogle? He's on his computer at the house. When his woman, Katie, ain't around, he's logging on to different porn sites. He's looking at porn of kids as young as 6 fucking years old. And this is the man that we have been championing and honoring over the fact that he had done so much for Subway sandwiches. What the fuck is wrong with people? How is it? I will never understand. You have this kind of money, this kind of success. Shit is wrong. Even if you do have this sickness, why is it that you haven't decided to get... I'm just saying this as just a regular person. I know why they don't get help for it. Because it's an addiction. But I just never understand why people don't think that, people that are in the spotlight like this, why don't you think that you won't get caught? You think you can go around fucking kids and nobody ain't gonna never know it? 14 and 16-year-old, because my kids run they fucking mouth. They gossip all the goddamn time. Did you really think nobody was going to ever tell Jared? In this day and age, it just don't make no sense. that he would put his entire life on the line like that. But we hear it all the time. People that have these type of addictions, it happens all the time. And every fucking single time I'm surprised. So I was real disappointed about this story. Okay, now they're saying that he is expected to plead guilty. He was having sex with minors and that he did obtain child pornography. He has agreed to a plea deal, so he has to pay $1.4 million back to his victims. And they're saying that he won't serve any less than 5 years in jail. Not only that, okay, his wife Katie, who he married in 2010 and have 2 children with, is just like, fuck that, I'm out. So she has filed for divorce. And, you know, in short, Jared has completely screwed over his damn life. They say now he's getting treatment. He's pretty much thrown in the cards. He's not trying to fight it. He's pleading guilty. He kind of looked like he's ready to get this show on the road. Maybe he's relieved. You know, a lot of times people that have addictions, they start to get real sloppy because somewhere deep down in their mind, they know the shit is wrong. They know it's fucked up, and they kind of hope to get caught so that the jig can be up and they can kind of move on to whatever the next step is going to be. I mean, you know, I just I be trying to make sense of these things, because when I think about it in my own entire mind, I'm just like, the fuck is wrong with you? This is what the fuck he get. Okay, you can't be fucking babies, y'all. I mean, you just can't do it. I mean, what kind of sense does, y'all, some sick people in the fucking world. Okay, so yeah, I was gonna say we needed to stretch out the hands of prayer, and it do probably need to happen, but we ain't doing that today. Okay, because Jared done dug his own damn grave. It's time for Jared to suffer the damn consequences of his actions. That's all I can say about it, y'all. Good luck, Jared. Don't drop the soap. And then, y'all, since we talking about the damn internet and these porn sites and all of that, y'all, I'm telling you, the fucking World Wide Web is gonna be the death of us, right? When is people gonna understand that nothing is ever private on the internet? There's always a way to track or trace what you've been doing. Josh Duggar, the 19 kids and counting, or whatever the name of that damn show was, he done got his ass caught up in this whole Ashley Madison thing. Now, I had never even heard of Ashley Madison, but evidently Ashley Madison was a website where married people can go on there, and the site promises that you're able to have an affair discreetly, you know, that you will never be caught. They say there's a whole bunch of motherfuckers up on this website. Some hackers got into it the other day. And the hackers threatened to let all the information out, and that's what they did. They uploaded something like 9 gigabytes or 9 megabytes of 9 mega gigabytes, whatever it is, from people who had joined the site. And as folks were looking through the site information, Josh Duggar's name came up, registered a credit card that had been used a couple of times on the site, as well as an address to, I think they said, his grandmother's home. So everybody was kind of wondering. Now, Josh done had his own shit with him. Y'all know he was having sex with his sisters. Now, they didn't say having sex, but, you know, they say that he was fondling his sisters and his sisters' friends, and, you know. And they gave him the extra business because of the fact that the show, the parents and the children, are all so strictly religious and against gay marriage and against premarital sex and against all of these things, which is fine if that's what you're going to be. Okay, but what we need you to do when you're gonna be like that is to fucking practice what you preach. Okay, and don't be out here fighting for the cause and then in the background you fucking around with kids. Okay, so we got Jared and we got Josh. They both is tripping. People are starting to wonder, was Josh really guilty, or, you know, was this somebody who was trying to attack him and his family? Honey, I guess Josh was just like, I'm tired of all of this shit. So he came out and said, yeah, you guys, I've been the biggest hypocrite. While I've been all these anti-gay and anti-premarital sex and anti-this and anti-that, my wife had then got on my fucking nerves. So what I had been doing is logging on and looking at porn on the Ashley Madison site. And I became unfaithful. Alright, so there you go. Get the fuck out my face, please. Josh was so fucking over it, okay? That was on the family website. And then a couple of days after that, the statement started to go through some changes, okay? What was noticeably different was the fact that they removed the fact that he said that he was addicted to porn. I guess that's not something that they want us to remember. However, you know, like I said, once it's out there, it's out there. Fuck, we already know you said you was addicted to porn. Just because you erased it off the damn statement don't mean nothing, Josh. This whole thing with Josh Duggar and, how do you guys say his name? Is it Duggar or is it Duggar? Duggar, like sugar? Is it Duggar? I don't even know his name. But this whole thing is so ironic, and I think everybody gets a little pleasure out of talking about it because of the fact that they have been so anti-everything. Like I said, if you ain't got your shit right, just shut the fuck up, okay? Try to get your shit together in private. Don't be out there doing all this extra and knowing your shit stink. That's all I'm saying, y'all. So yeah, Josh, he another one under the microscope for pornography. I mean, I guess at least it wasn't kids, right? Tell me what you think about Josh. Do you think that we will hear any more about the Duggar family? Y'all just whatever. Leave it in the comment section. Okay, you guys, I want everybody to say with me, "Aw, poor Matt Barnes." And why are we saying poor Matt Barnes? Well, I'll tell you why. Because Matt Barnes got a little ahead of himself. Hey, you guys know who Matt Barnes is, okay? I think he plays for Tennessee now, but he used to be a Los Angeles Clipper. And many more people know him as the husband or the ex-husband. They did get married, right? I think they got married to Gloria Govan, formerly of the Basketball Wives franchise. So I'm gonna tell you guys how I think this whole thing went down. Now, you guys, letting you know that this is just my opinion of how the shit went down. Ain't quite sure if this is what it is. This is just Roxanne, you know, pontificating. So I believe that Matt Barnes and Rihanna probably got each other's phone number. They had been texting back and forth, okay, kind of talking to each other, maybe flirting with each other. Matt, because he was feeling like, oh shit, old girl is feeling me, he got out there in public somewhere, and one of the TMZ people must have heard about this. Somebody had put a bug in their ear and they asked Matt about it. Hey Matt, what's going on with you and Rihanna? Oh, why did they ask Matt that? And Matt was excited, like, oh, you know, we're friends right now. Let's just say, you know, maybe it'll go further. I think old girl is feeling me like that. Not even 10 minutes after TMZ put that damn video out, honey, Rihanna got on the internet and honey just slammed old Matt Barnes, okay? Had all these hashtags, she's not that into you, I've never met you, this is defamation of character, bitch, I ain't never even met your ass. I was just like, golly. You guys know that Rihanna ain't got no fucking sense. When she gets online and wants to slam somebody, she does just that. So Matt Barnes had kind of fallen under the wrath of Rihanna. She acted like she had never even heard of the boy, never talked to him or nothing. And of course, Navy had then jumped on there and just kind of gave Matt the blues. I'm sure she probably texted him and was just like, nigga, just cause we've been talking every now and goddamn then don't mean that your ass supposed to get up on fucking TMZ and say that we, you know, we'll see where it goes. Fuck wrong with you, grown ass man? You goddamn groupie? Like, what the fuck is this? I mean, just cause we talking like this don't mean that you supposed to put our business out there. Fuck, I'm seeing a couple of other people. Nigga, ain't nobody told you to get your ass out there and say shit about what we was doing. So what I'm gonna have to do right now is act like I don't know your motherfucking ass at all. Made him look stupid. And that's kind of how I think it went. Matt got a little ahead of himself. He was a little starstruck, you guys. It happens to the best of us. We would just hope that it don't happen when we fucking 38, 39 fucking years old. You know, we was hoping that you would be a little bit more hip to the game by then. But people been giving Matt the blues to the point where he finally had to come out and say, look, I'm grown. I ain't gotta lie about nothing. Obviously, I shouldn't have said anything. Yeah, you think, Matt? You probably shouldn't have said shit. Let's go out on a couple of dates, nigga. Let's get caught up in the paparazzi pictures. Let's let people see us sneaking out of Mr. Childs first, okay? Before you decide to be telling everybody that, you know, we'll see where it goes. Bitch, it ain't going no fucking where. Nowhere. I'm inclined to believe Matt Barnes. He definitely wouldn't just say something like that just out the blue if he hadn't at least been talking to her, even if it was just through text messages. I think Rihanna was just kind of in one of her moods that day, pissed that he put the shit out there. Okay, maybe fucking up something that she might have had on the side. Nigga, this ain't nothing. I'll be out here telling my business like that. So yeah, I believed Matt, but yeah, this is going to be a lesson to the grown man. Nigga, I'm gonna need you to not be so fucking starstruck by the fact that you may someday be able to touch the hem of the garment of Rihanna. Poor Matt, it's gonna be alright, okay, bro, man? Better luck next time. Nicki Minaj, you guys, I'm getting tired of talking about Nicki Minaj. I think I'm almost at that point where I feel like I'm going to have to retire her for a little while. Every fucking week it seems like I'm talking about her. But we have to talk about this damn wax figure at Madame Tussauds out in Las Vegas, I think it is. They revealed the statue, the wax figure, just a couple of weeks ago. It is of Nicki Minaj on her hands and knees. I think it's a pose from her Anaconda, a part of her Anaconda video. When I saw the wax figurine revealed the other couple of weeks ago, I was just like, it's kind of degrading. But then I wasn't surprised. I mean, nobody will say that Nicki Minaj hasn't ever presented herself in a sexual way. And I'm assuming that, that is the pose that she approved for Madame Tussauds to replicate. So Nicki Minaj seemed happy with the pose. She had it all over her Instagram. And, when it came out, it's of her, like I said, hands and knees, little bra, little panty, some heels, your average Nicki Minaj shit. Shortly after the damn wax figure started going around, you started seeing pictures of people posing with it and all these suggestive poses. I saw one girl who had her face up to the booty and with her tongue out. But, your cousin Trevante had to took it to the next level, okay? And this nigga, he waited until the damn security guards wasn't around and he jumped his ass up on the damn platform with the figurine and acting like he was fucking her from behind, okay, doggy style. And I guess Madame Tussauds was just like, oh shit. Now they didn't put this picture out there like this. We can't let shit like this be going around. So they put out a statement saying how, they're gonna make sure that they're more conscious of the figurine and that, security is always there to protect it and yada yada yada. My whole thing was just like, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen? You put a bitch up there on the platform with her ass sticking out, with no clothes on, Nicki Minaj, and you want people to act like they got some goddamn sense. Okay, Trevante did all that he could to get his ass up to that wax figures just so he could take that damn picture. Where the hell is security? When a nigga could jump up there like that and do all that? They had to get about 4-5 pictures before they got that shit right. You okayed the picture. Madame Tussauds put that shit out there. I wouldn't want, as a black woman, to have that kind of representation of me out there. Yes, if I'm a sexual being and if I'm like Nicki Minaj and, a lot of my career hinges on my sexuality and, being desirable and all of that, I could still approve some, equally sexually suggestive pictures, but not on my fucking hands and knees. I think it's just the hands and knees things that bothers me, because it makes me feel like this submissive black woman kind of thing, and I start getting all these other feelings and shit. Okay, you can do all that shit if you want to in your bedroom, but yeah, I'm not trying to be on my hands and knees out in public for everybody to see. So yeah, I didn't like the pose, but I think Nicki Minaj was okay with this. So if she was okay with it, what was I trying to get all upset and excited about? You guys put the damn thing out there like that, looked like she wanted to get hit from behind. So that's what happened. Trevante took care of that for y'all. Is Lala cheating on Carmelo Anthony, or is she not? That was the big question yesterday when Mano's wife or ex-wife, I don't know, somebody by the name of Patrice, at least that's her IG name, Patrice E. She put out a bunch of IG posts about the fact that Lala was at the movies with her husband the night before. The nigga didn't come home because they were fucking each other. I feel like I'm saying fuck quite a bit in this video today. There's a whole bunch of fucking going on right here. She says that Lala is nothing but a common whore, that she was having an affair with her husband Mano, and that she was intent on letting the world and Carmelo Anthony know. The story was kind of shaky when I read it. Started to pick up some steam when some Instagram posts started to show up of you know, people saying, oh my God, Lala just walked into the movie theater that I'm at. It was just coincidence that people were posting that they saw Lala at the movie theater. Supposedly she was there with some teenage boy. There were also Instagram posts of Mano supposedly leaving the theater and people rushing up to him to sign an autograph. I said, rushing? Who the fuck is rushing up to Mano to get a fucking autograph? Like, really? I couldn't even, I'm telling you, I know the name, and I remember seeing the crazy motherfucker in some kind of documentary when the nigga went from 0 to 100 real quick on this white guy, whoever was doing this documentary. I couldn't even tell you what it was about or nothing. But even when I saw that, I don't even know what Mano looked like. The fuck I'm rushing up to this unknown nigga for in a goddamn movie theater, but that's what they say. Maybe because he was in New York and, okay, they rushed up to him. So then it was the coincidence that, you know, they putting these two in the movie theater at the same time, yada, yada, yada. So then everybody's saying, oh my God, Mano and Lala are having an affair. Okay, we can't forget about all the different rumors of Lala and Carmelo having an open relationship, and Lala is supposedly bisexual or might even be gay, and that, you know, she's married Carmelo as a cover-up. Carmelo, we heard some inklings about having a secret kid some time ago. You guys remember he had got into that trouble right before they got married. Then they all of a sudden got married, and I will admit, I don't feel like Carmelo and Lala have much chemistry. They look like they homies or whatever, but I just never get the, I get the feeling that she is probably more into him than he is into her. But, you know, whatever it is with their relationship, they've been married for a long time now. Okay, they've been able to make the shit work all this time. So, you know, they are legitimately married. Okay, now, people were wondering what was going to be her response. Well, they didn't directly address what Miss Patrice had said. What they did instead was do a cute little video, her and Carmelo, which was probably the most together that I've ever seen these two be. Kind of teamwork, you know. She's mouthing the words to that song with Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj. What is it called? They play the shit so much when I was in LA. That's all I heard. You guys know, baby, is you drunk? Is you had enough? Are you real looking for a love? I know them ain't the words, you guys, but it sounds like some shit like that. But, you know, she's mouthing the words and he's mouthing the words. And I guess that was you know, like, fuck you. And we ain't, you know, we tight like Cephas and Reese. I guess that was their response. Okay, she also did another post where if you ain't got no haters, then you're not popping. People say that all the time. I don't want fucking haters. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Haters stress me out. Okay, so I just, that seems to be the logic these days, that if you know, if everybody hates you, then you doing something right, I guess. I don't know if I believe that rumor. If it is true, it would be a serious downgrade. Like, why the fuck would Lala be fucking around with Mano? Now, I've heard stories about Mano. Okay, I know Mano had Lil Kim and Foxy Brown running crazy back in the day. Okay, maybe Mano's DICK game is, you know, is on par. But I just like, other than that, what the fuck can Mano give Lala but a fucking good night? Nigga, no! You gonna mess up your whole damn everything? I mean, Carmelo is paid. You guys, we have seen the transformation of Lala since she's been with Carmelo Anthony. That girl don't look the same. She look like money. Hair look good, skin look good, body look good. I know Lala has her own career and she's doing her own things as well, but you best believe that Carmelo Anthony's money is what affords her all that she has. Okay, and she would be a fucking crazy ass to mess all that shit up, fucking around with Mano. I mean, it could be true. Crazier things have happened, but I just, you know, until I get more concrete proof than this, okay, and I'm talking about I need to see motherfuckers in the bed together shit at this point. I'm just gonna, you know, I'm just gonna treat that with a grain of salt. Mano did come out and say that it wasn't true. Him and Lala basically are friends. Do y'all think that Lala and Mano is fucking around? Now, if it was Lala and some chick coming out, okay, then I might even be more inclined to believe something like that, but Mano, no. lastly, you guys, everybody is wondering whether or not Amiyah Scott is going to be a new Real Housewives of Atlanta star. If you guys don't know who Amiyah Scott is, she is the transgendered Instagram and internet sensation. Very, very popular in the webosphere. Okay, she has kind of made a name for herself because she is transgender. Like I said, she's been transgendered since she was 18 years old. Is a pretty hilarious girl. I followed her. I started following her when shortly before her and her boyfriend Mika, whatever his name is, Micah, broke up. Okay, you would have to know all the shit with Amiyah to even know what this is. Okay, I don't feel like it. Y'all get on Lipstick Alley, honey. They talk about that child. You know, they got the whole story on there for y'all. Other than the fact that she's transgendered, she is popular. She does club promotions, and you know, she does a lot of things. Somewhere around almost 1 million followers on Instagram, and has linkings to rappers, and it was a big deal when she took a picture with Chad Ochocinco, and all of this. For whatever reason, it came out the other day that she was going to be a Real housewife of Atlanta, and it picked up steam. Everybody was excited, like, oh my god, TMZ even put the story out, which TMZ starts to feel like gospel these days. Even though I wasn't sure that she was going to be a wife, I said, well, if TMZ is putting it out, at least she must have something to do with the franchise. Well, now they're saying, no, she's not a wife. However, she did record with Candy at some function. The other girls were there, but only Candy and her had a scene together. And I guess they're just kind of trying to treat her as a Real Housewives of Atlanta friend right now. Maybe trying to test the water, see how people feel about having a transgender on the show. It was good buzz, okay? But I tell you guys all the time that all kind of rumors always swirl about Real Housewives of Atlanta. And nothing ever really sticks until we get closer to the date of the show premiering. And that's usually around October when we start really hearing who is indeed a wife, who has a peach, okay, who's just going to be around for this, that, and the other. It would be interesting to see Amiyah. Like I said, she's hilarious. She is funny. She seems like a cool enough person. I don't know. I mean, it'll definitely be good for her because, right, as of now, she's just really an internet and Instagram sensation. And we know that Real Housewives of Atlanta would catapult her to a totally different level. We'll keep our eye on the story. We'll see if it happens. I don't believe that they will make her a wife. Not her just being introduced right now, but stranger things have happened again. Stranger things have happened. Guys, and before I get off of here, I just want to give one big happy birthday shout out to my most favorite person on this entire earth, and that would have been my mom. She would have been 78 years old today. I didn't want to do it because I knew I was going to start up. So I just wanted to say happy birthday to her. Alright, you guys, so that's it. We do this every single week. So make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe. And make sure that you come back. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.